Hello from the Novotel Montreal Central. I'm Patrick Hughes and this is Planet Patrick. I'm Patrick Hughes and this is Planet Patrick. Last time I travelled by train from Toronto Union Station to Montreal Central with Via Rail in business class. It was a lot of fun. Check that out. This time, where am I going to stay in Montreal?
You're in my blood like holy wine. C'est chaud. And this is a dark lift, shaped like a weird pyramid or the inside of someone's garden shed. So they had a room available. They originally had put me into a higher floor, which would be nicer, but I'm here at 12:30, so what are you going to do? Bonjour. Bonjour. Here we go. That worked. Ooh, that light. It's so nice to have the mask off. I've just gotten off that 5.5-hour train ride from Toronto to Montreal. Should I say Toronto to Montreal? I don't know. Perhaps I should. I've checked into the Novotel Montreal Centre. They had a room. Look, I'm early. Take the room or wait for the identical room 3 floors up. I took the room. Before I start taking things out of my suitcase, I'm making the place into an utterly upside down hellhole. Let's start with a room tour. What I can say straight away is that compared to the Toronto Hotel, Courtyard by Marriott, this is veritably small, but perfectly formed. Sometimes small isn't bad. Many of you know about that. Let's try and put on some lights. There appears to be no central lighting in here. Aha! There is some air conditioning. That's always a positive. It's blowing gently. There are net curtains for privacy. Make sure that people are not looking at you in your undergarments. I mean, who wants to see that anyway? Across the way is an Italian restaurant. Some people walking by. Ah, there is the sign, Novotel. And over there, College O'Sullivan. That looks suspiciously Irish. Who knows? We'll have to find out what that is. Maybe it's a school. Down there is the main street that leads to the station. That's reassuring because lots of the things you want to go to are off that main street, so that's going to be handy. There are curtains here, and they're a lively shade of orange. This area is kind of a seating area. There's a sofa here. It looks like a generous 2-seater or a small 3-seater. And there is a coffee table. Let's see if there's a coffee machine. Over here there's a desk. It's a shallow desk. I like a deeper one. But what can you do? I have the recycling here, which is big in the old Canada, and a trash can, or as we call it, a trash can, or a bin. There's a seat here. It's been well used. It's got some marks on it, and a giant television. I'm thinking 47 inches for this one, not the usual 55. Big, but not overwhelmingly big. Behind me here is the bed with 3 pillows. Almost there, Novotel. Almost there with 4, my favourite. The bed looks very nice. This is a 4-star hotel, so I'd want it to be good. Let's try out this bed. Oh, holy schmoly. Like a hairy angel, I am arranged. Look at that. Like the raiments of the sun. Anyway, over here there are pillows. They are firmly squishy. That's my favourite. So the 3 might work after all. This is a small double, kids. So if you were coming to stay here with your significant other, I hope you and your significant other are the skinny variety. Otherwise you'd need a more generously sized bed. Lighting is sporadic. Over here there's kind of a utility area. I've noticed that there is some Maxwell House instant coffee. That is not up to the standard of the Courtyard by Marriott, with their little trays full of freshly roasted coffee. There's a safe here, and beneath it, there is a fridge. Let's check if it's working. I've had colder feet than that. Over here, there's a place, probably you could sit here. Why would you? It'd be absolutely bonkers for you to sit there. But it's probably where you want to put a bag. And then down this very narrow part of the corridor, there's a wardrobe. With the elusive fourth pillow. Thank you so much, Novotel. It's as if you knew. It's as if you'd been watching all of my reviews on Planet Patrick. We know you have. There is an iron. Et un ironing board. Pour des francophones. There's a generous amount of hangers, some of which look very well worn. That seems unusual. That leaves only one thing, and you know it's our favourite moment, the moment of spinning, before we go into bathroom toilet check. Oh, this is small but perfectly formed. Oh, it's quite nice actually. Hello. Novotel, you were hiding this. There's quite a large sink area, and the sink itself is generously sized. Let's try the water pressure. Perfectly fine. This looks fancy-ish potentially. Oh, there's a very large mirror. Big enough to capture me in all of my purple glory. There are 2 paper cups, a couple of hand towels. These are a little on the scritchy side. Lots of toilet paper here. And a large toilet for the production of toilet objects. Over here there's a trash can, a very large shower. These towels will dry well, but they're not soft. This is the shower. Hello. It's quite a big one. You could fit 2 people, but not so that both of them could get at the water. And then what would be the point of 2 people being in here? I don't know. There are 2 heads, a giant overhead, rain shower style. I don't get the point of these. I really don't. But my favourite, an angled shower. So it hits you at an angle so you can soap an area and then rinse it off. Whereas with this one, the water's always hitting you unless you step out of the water. And then what's the point? What's it all about, Alfie? As Cilla Black might have sung in her heyday. What's it all about, Alfie? There's 2 large knobs here. So that's handy, somewhere for you to hang your towel. This lamp is quite impressive. Yeah, the proportion is kind of wrong. Actually, the proportion of both of those lights doesn't really work. My lamp thoughts are over. It was very generous of them to let me into this hotel so early. It's now 5 to 1. We spent 25 minutes walking around this room. I know it's hard to believe. The next time that you see me, I'm going to be eating breakfast somewhere. Let's hope it's somewhere nice. And let's cut to that right now.
Gravy. So in there is where breakfast is happening in the Novotel. The fact that there's only 2 people there is not selling it to me, so I want to go somewhere a little bit more interesting. And I fancy eggs. And there they've got a buffet, which means orange juice, some generic granola, and a yogurt produced by a yak. I want eggs. Let's see if we can find somewhere. Less than 2 blocks away from my hotel, the Novotel, is this place. Expectations. Eggs. So this menu is apparently like their COVID menu, which is much reduced. Have a quick look. That's the reduced version. But I had spotted online something that they call Waffles Bacon Benedict, and I wanted to try that. I haven't had waffles on this trip yet, and I like Canadian bacon, and I like eggs Benedict. So the guy said to me that they're super happy to make that for me. So I've got a coffee coming, and then you can see the deliciousness that is this malarkey. Coffee has arrived with this large basket full of milk and cream options. I'm overwhelmed. I think I should have Nutri-Lait, don't you? Nutritious milk. Nice. That's proper coffee. Breakfast just showed up. This is what Waffles Benedict looks like. Oh my god. Let's try it. It's waffles with cheese, bacon, eggs, and my god. It's sweet but also kind of lemony. See you in half an hour. So was that excellent or even exceptional? Well, to be honest, I'm no expert. But that was expectations. So, okay, and now for the oral dad jokes. How was it really? Well, it was nice, very tasty. To be honest, very, very rich. I mean, it had both hollandaise and melted cheese and poached eggs and bacon that was dripping in fat, so I could eat no more than half of it. And on the side, there was some fresh fruit, some orange, pineapple and watermelon, and those were delicious. I feel that they're offsetting the risk of a coronary. Okay, it's back to the hotel for my final thoughts. Final thoughts on the Novotel Montreal, Canada. Reception, lovely. Room, perfectly adequate. I mean, could it be fancier? Sure. I wanted to stay at the Four Seasons, but you can't have everything all the time. Bathroom, worked a treat. Breakfast, $20. I decided not to go there. Wi-Fi, perfect speed. I slept like a dream. It's on a busy street, so it's a little bit noisy. It's got a good location, near Rue de Sainte Catherine, which has got lots of restaurants and shops on it. Overall, a winner. Thank you so much for joining me for this episode of Planet Patrick at the Novotel in Montreal, in Canada. I'm so glad you could be here for this episode. If you haven't already, please subscribe. You can join my amazing Patreons who are enjoying all kinds of VIP access and benefits. Or you can follow me for live stories on Instagram at TrekSolo. Whatever has brought you here, I hope you enjoyed it. Take care and bye-bye. I'm Patrick Hughes and this is Planet Patrick.